And so the point here, I think, is not that freedom from shame in marriage flows where each can present the other flawless or as good as we can do, but rather it flows from the nature of covenant love. This is the point of marriage. On the one hand, you can say, I'm perfect and have nothing to be ashamed of. And on the other, you say, I'm imperfect, but I have no fear of being disapproved by my wife or spouse. In the first case, you would say, we're shame-free because we're perfect. In the other, you would say, I'm free from shame based on the gracious nature of the covenant love that flows in this family. In the one case, you would say, we're free from shame because we're flawless. And in the other case, you would say, there's no shame because covenant love covers a multitude of sins. A multitude of flaws. It covers it. Doesn't see it. Now, I know that Genesis 2:25 is before the fall. And nothing bad had happened for them to overlook. They didn't have to overlook anything in verse 25 because they hadn't sinned, and God made everything good and said it was very good, and so I assume their bodies were gorgeous. And so I'm not saying that this overlooking is happening here. I'm saying God, this is last week's sermon, God planned for verse 24 to be about Jesus and His cross. Leaving His Father, cleaving to His bride, becoming one spirit with her at the cost of His life. That's what verse 24 is pointing toward, and marriage is an emblem of that, a parable of that, a drama of that, a display of that. That's the meaning of marriage, and therefore I'm saying that Naked and Not Ashamed gets its deepest grounding from the nature of covenant love, which we learn to be, I pass over sin. And that's how you stay married.